Objection.
He's right-handed.
I have here a dossier on your father. And according to this, your father was right-handed.
God fucking damn it. Oh, then?
The person pointing a gun at you from atop the stage was not Mr. Deacon.
Not so fast. Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. I think you really need to take a refresher course. The Bad Badger has a model gun attached to his right hand. Which is why the only hand he could have held the real gun was his left. Isn't it possible I went down like that?
Agent Lang, were you paying attention to what Miss Pops was saying? Then again, I suppose I can't expect someone who has never set foot in a court to catch it.
Enough with the smugness. Out with it already.
Miss Pops told us earlier.
There was a bad badger pulling the suitcase with the 1 million in it.
According to you, the Bad Badger had the gun in his left hand, which would mean that he was pulling the suitcase in his right hand. Is that correct, Miss Pops?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sorry it was the Bad Badger. It had those huge sunglasses on its face.
But if that's the case, even I see there's a huge contradiction.
Yes, Miss Pops claimed to have seen the Bad Badger, and yet the Bad Badger had both of his hands full. Fool. These two pieces of information contradict each other, so one must be wrong.
Maybe it wasn't the Bad Badger, because if you look at the body that was thrown to the trash, it's not. It is of the Bad Badger. Yeah, it is the Bad Badger, but the head, right? We found. She said, what she saw was the sunglasses, the huge sunglasses. So he just took the other head and put it on his.
No, but if you look at the body, it had like the belt. Let me show you. Hold on, the bibble. So the costume that it had was wearing this brown belt, and that's what the Bad Badger was. So it was the complete costume. It wasn't just
The one in the trash had the gun ripped out of its hand.
that too.
That's true. Oh my.
So that means is it this?
No, you're not presenting evidence right now.
Oh right, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so both hands were not occupied.
Both heads were not.
Right?
Wasn't the-
Oh
No.
no! Oh, what the fuck am I? Okay, wait. What I meant to say was like,
Both hands were occupied, though, weren't they?
they were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Then it can be both are correct.
But then that would mean this is correct.
But it's not correct. Oh wait, no, both are correct. 'cause
Wait.
two pieces of
This
information
is some
contradict each other.
philosophy shit. Wait.
No, listen. Both are correct because what we're presenting here is that both hands were taken, while they're saying that one hand was left unused. Hence the the gun in the suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
but
in his
both are
right
correct
hand, where
because
the
there are
prop
two Bad
gun
Badgers.
was the suitcase, and then the left hand was the real gun.
Yeah, there's two Bad Badgers. Plus,
That
they
too.
said one of them ran away with $3 million, while the other ran with only $1 million.
Huh.
So I think both are correct.
All right. They are both correct.
Impossible. That just leaves us in an irresolvable contradiction.
Miss Pop's
Irresolvable.
entire statement rests on the fact that she saw his glasses and beard. But what if that Bad Badger wasn't wearing pants on his lower half? Oh
Ew.
dear!
No.
Ah, jeez. You found me. Sorry.
This proves that there was a way for the Bad Badger to freely use both hands.
That would be.
It wasn't the Bad Badger's body.
I'm actually genuinely lost. What do you guys think it is?
Maybe the gun, because it was
Probably
ripped
the
from
gun,
the
yeah.
costume. It was ripped from the costume.
There's a way for him to use both of his hands.
Both of his hands.
Yeah.
The missing gun.
I mean, is there anything else we can use?
I don't think so.
Wait,
Unless-
Wait, what?
Huh? Huh?
Wait, what?
Huh?
There's a way to use both hands freely, right?
Yeah, because the gun was ripped out.
Yeah. So I was correct. Why are you sticking doubting me?
That's not right.
What? But we need to prove that he could use both hands. Whipping the gun would make it so.
That's actually weird. Why is that not right? What? Why is that not right? Apparently it's not right.
So I guess the magazine, because maybe they took another Badger's costume
It's the
and
Bibble.
like, ahead. Maybe it was the Bibble. Then
Is it this?
I'm confused.
Wait, I'm actually confused now. Wait, why is that not right?
No.
Is it a typo, Julio?
No.
No.
Wait, show me the photo.
Of
Photo
the
thing,
body?
no, for the Badgers. For the Badgers.
Both of his hands.
I found the
Oh, that's not
badger.
the-
No, the other one. No.
What?
It was a. Look. And
Oh,
photo rally.
okay. No. The one with the ripped hands was in the trash, right? So it wasn't the one he was wearing. That was a different costume.
Oh, that's not the one he was. Okay. I thought they might have like disposed the costume
That's
after.
why.
Okay, no.
Yeah. No, because remember, 2 Bad Badger costumes were stolen. One was thrown in the trash with
Yeah.
a ripped hand, and the other was, well, I assume it still had its gun.
So
Yeah.
then.
So different evidence works for this.
Yeah.
Is it this? Oh.
Maybe?
So, someone said maybe it wasn't the Bad Badger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, because there was another costume. Like, maybe it was the Bad Badger, maybe it was like another type of badger, maybe the Pronto Badger, and you just
Proto.
put the head of the Bad Badger.
So we present this then.
Oh yeah, maybe it was like the costume from the pink one, and then no wait, because they saw Blue Badger kill him.
Go back to what
Proto-Badger.
Shaw said about the head.
Can you see my statement?
Rewind to Shaw's statement.
Huh?
Wait, the costume was separated into head and body. The head was left in the isolation room. Who was in the isolation room? Lance.
Who's
So
Lawrence?
that means maybe Lance. Maybe Lance is the killer. Yo, maybe Lance is the killer.
That's what I think. It
Yeah.
was one-sided. A one-sided love. He wasn't
Yeah, maybe
interested.
Lance was the killer. Maybe.
Tempted.
Wait, so I'm so sorry, I'm lost. What's the piece of evidence then?
That's done, I guess.
The head? Okay. Take that! The costumes have 2 parts to them, a head and a body.
Oh, I get it now.
The head Miss Pop saw was probably really the head of the Bad Badger. Oh yeah, she didn't comment on any other feature.
Yeah.
However, is it not possible that the body of that was that of an entirely different badger? It was blue and pink!
A different badger?
Yes, or to put it more bluntly, I believe it was the lower half of this badger. The body of not the Bad Badger, Miss Pop, so really belonged to this badger.
Maybe the pink one, because we only saw the head in the box.
Wait, really?
Proto? What?
Or was the whole
What,
was
in
the
the
whole
box?
costume inside?
I thought
we
the whole
don't-
costume was there.
We don't know, but I don't know. We only see the head.
I don't think it's the pink one because it's too like. You think she'd comment on that? Like the body was pink.
Pink and blue.
Mm.
Unless she's colorblind.
Wait, who was she? She was the blue badger or the pronto
Yeah,
badger?
she was the blue badger, wasn't she?
Then it's the
Probably
pronto
the pro-
badger.
the
'cause
proto
it's
badger.
Lance. It's Lance.
And that was the one that was the one Lance was wearing, so. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Take that!
What the heck is it? It's terrifying. That's what that is.
Oh, it's me. It's the photo of Badger, Pronto Badger.
Yes, and it's a simple matter of process of elimination. Miss Pops was wearing the blue badger costume, so we can eliminate that one. And the pink badger is of the wrong color, which would have been incredibly obvious. All that is left is the proto badger costume. Miss Pops, who was the one who wore the Proto-Badger costume? Oh, look at them.
There would be Lance.
Not so fast. Are you saying what I think you are? That Lance Amano donned the Bad Badger's head and pretended to be Mr. Deacon. On top of which he plotted to shoot Miss Pops while wearing that hideous thing.
The stage that was set up in this stadium was nothing more than that. A setup. And its purpose was to lead Miss Pops into believing she had committed murder. Standing there in front of Miss Pops and pretending to be the victim, it was all done so that she would pull the trigger.
Oh. I have no idea what you're talking about. Why exactly would I have had to do all that? Huh?
There is but one reason, Lance Amano. You are the real culprit behind the murder of Mr. Oliver Deacon.
What?
No! You killed my father?
Slander. Take it back. You take it back right now.
Just out of curiosity, Lance, which is your dominant hand?
I'm left-handed. But what does that have to do with anything?
It would have been very easy for you to lie.
That fool!
It depends. According to Miss Pops, her attacker had a gun in his left hand.
Okay, but because you're dominant in one hand doesn't mean you shoot with one hand.
Yeah.
Your shooting
isn't
hand
one-handed,
could be
it doesn't
different
prove a
from your
thing.
dominant hand.
It's game logic, don't question it.
And besides, now you're just being absurd.
Am I?
It's not like the Proto-Badger is bulletproof. One misfire and he would have found himself dead, right?
Objection! Of course. Logically, if he had been shot, he probably wouldn't be here with us. But I believe he had thought of that as well, and prepared accordingly. And this should be all the evidence you need.
The
This
ripped gun.
is how Lance made sure he wouldn't be hit by a bullet.
The ripped gun. Because he ripped it and then gave her that gun.
Oh no! Didn't he?
You
Oh, that's
genius.
right. And she said that she took the gun that Lance was using.
Yes.
That Lance gave her.
Oh, take that. We found one half of a badger costume in the hideout, a broken one. It was not the same one that the victim was wearing. Plus, it was missing something. And that something is the model gun that the Bad Badger carries, which can fire blanks.
What?
Miss Pops, where is the gun you used now?
I threw it away into the sea.
That makes it a bit tough to verify what it was, although I believe that we can safely assume that it was the model gun in question.
Not so fast! I've heard enough! All you've been spouting so far is pure conjecture.
I admit that as long as the model gun is lost to us, I can't prove that I'm right. However, yes, I'm Edgeworth, not Phoenix Wright. However, I can say that the probability that I am right is very high. No, you're not.
Because you're like me. You're always right.
Okay, let's pretend you're right and that the murder at the stadium was a fabrication. In that case, where do you think the murder really took place, Mr. Prosecutor?
I don't know yet.
I knew you were full of it.
However, I do
Full of
believe that
it.
the murder took place during an earlier time frame.
Hold it. Oh, that's not
Wait a second. It's not simply. It's simply not possible. Because I saw Mr. Deacon after he was restrained by Lawrence.
She saw the victim in the state of being restrained?
Alright, we're gonna have to do this one a little fast because it's a little unfair.
I
Wait,
came
click
back to
third
the
one.
hive along with those two.
Is this about something that only Daniel was here for? So, go to the third one, Daniel. Press it.
Okay.
But the time lands.
Oh, sorry.
Already settled.
Wait, no,
Oh, wait.
we're not in cross-examine mode
Oh, I
yet.
thought this was a cross-examination. Whoops. My
Oh.
bad.
Yeah, I thought Mr. Deacon secretly did a beam in the next room door, in the room next door.
Oh.
After that, those two of us put on the costumes and made our escapes.
Oh. You're right.
Huh?
Only I was here. And Lynn.
So Mr. Deacon must have escaped after the two of you left, right?
We thought it attract too much attention if we left together, so I left first. We planned to meet up again at the stage in the studio, But then, as I was walking through the park, I got a call from Lance on my cell phone.
Oliver managed to escape. It looked like he was waiting until I was alone. He also stole the gun from me at that time.
And then the murder happened. Mr. Deacon must have overheard their plan to meet up at the stage. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, Miss Pop saw the victim with her own eyes. Which means that the victim was still alive at that time, wouldn't you agree?
Why does that sound wrong to me? There must be something amiss about this account. Let's see what happens when I examine it in more detail. Da-da.
Alright, that's the third one.
Okay, guys.
No, we have to press it.
Wait, we have to press it? Okay. Hold
We
it!
have evidence for this.
That's true. You are sure that it was Mr. Deacon you saw?
Yes, I'm certain of what I saw.
Did you go into the other room to check?
Lance said it was best I didn't Lance said it was best I didn't get close to him. Lance, he's such a kind soul.
Then are you telling me that you did not confirm that it was Mr. Deacon for yourself?
I checked through the slit in the door and separated two rooms. He had a bad badger's head on him, I'm absolutely sure. That just had to be Mr. Dickens.
She saw a
That's
bad
horns.
badger head.
Alright, now press this new one.
Hold it! So the tie to Mr. Deacon was still in his bad badger costume.
Well, yes, and...
It would appear that she misread the whole situation. What now? Should I raise an objection?
Always. Bless you.
Thank you. The person you saw was not the victim.
What? Why not?
I will tell you why not. With this. This, Miss Pops, shows us that the person you saw was not the victim.
Yeah.
Well, this is... I guess I was wearing that head. Edgeworth was wearing that head. Yeah, you guys weren't here, but like...
No, you were wearing the head. Daniel was wearing the head.
I was wearing the head. Why am I speaking in first person? That's so weird. It just goes to show how immersive this game is.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Take that! Miss Pops, the person you saw was not Mr. Deacon at all.
Huh?
The person you
What
actually
do you
saw
mean?
was this person.
What?
It was me.
Oh. Huh? The person I thought was you, Mr. Edgeworth?
I always thought it was a bit odd. Why would the kidnappers abduct me, even after I had handed over the ransom? It's not as though I saw the face of the kidnappers. If I were them, I would have just taken the $1 million and ran. But in the end, there was a point to it all. It was to make me look like Mr. Deacon. And if that was the reason for which I was abducted, then I believe we can assume that the victim was already dead at that time. Lance, am I right?
That's...
You showed Miss Pops a person, namely me, with a bad badger's head on. And then you made your costume to escape together. Or so you pretended.
Huh? What do you mean he pretended?
Exactly that. I believe Lance watched you escape, and then doubled back to the hideout. Hideous.
Idiot.
Yet.
Probably to come and remove the bad badger head from my unconscious self. And to create his fake prison with the prop sword, he then escaped via the passageway.
Hold your tongue, boy. Don't get caught up in that tidal wave of words coming out of Mr. Prosecutor's mouth.
Tidal wave?
We've heard a lot coming out of you, but I've yet to see a shred of evidence.
The
The victim's betrayal and his subsequent detainment. All of that could have happened while you were out cold.
Oh, shut up, Double Phoenix wannabe.
That's right. You were out for quite a while, Mr. Prosecutor.
Even if that were the case, Miss Pops would have still seen me tied to that beam.
I'm scared of Mr. Dickinson, Mr. Deadcon, so I didn't go into the next room. So I really have no idea if you were in there or not, Mr. Edgeworth.
You see, it would seem that you can't prove a thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Who said that?
But she can. Oh, what?
It's me,
Oh.
Bug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimdale Dimmadome. Please wait.
Mr. Amano.
Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, Mouse my boy. It looks as though you're really giving it your all. And, Lance, it's not good to cause trouble for others.
Dad?
I like this music.
Yeah.
I like this music.
Let's see, you're in the one in charge of investigations, correct? Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry that my son has been nothing but trouble. He's gonna get a big spanking for being bad. This probably won't make up for anything, but I have some evidence for you. Oh, do you now?
Why is it so funny?
Is that what I think it is?
It's the Bad Badger costume the victim was wearing, and a gun.
I couldn't wait around for the police, so I went and found these myself.
Whoa.
It appears that they were disposed of in the sea. If there's no one in this country who actually... Is there no one in this country who actually obeys the law?
No, actually.
There. And ow. What the heck is that scrap of paper?
This appears to be the letter of the chief of police. Please allow Mr. Amano complete freedom to do as he sees fit, it says.
What?
The chief of police? What the? Just who does he think he is?
This person who wields the highest authority in this area.
Oh, there. Now. There is no need to be so upset. I'm not a cop from this land, so I'm not bound by the laws of your country. Now. This wasn't meant to be strong-arming or anything. It's just a request. I'm only asking that you please respect the laws of the land. I can't really say no to that. However, returning off to the topic at hand. It doesn't matter who found the evidence. Its value remains unchanged. Alright now, let's take a look at this new evidence. I've already got the results back. At a special forensic research lab that I'm going in terms with conduct a test. They verified that the blood on this costume belonged to Oliver. As for the gun, the only fingerprints they could find were yours, Lauren.
What?
You disappoint me, Miles. How dare you? I can't believe that you would cause my son such stress and heartache. Thank goodness I was able to find the final pieces of evidence. For this, you'll have no reason left to push my poor boy around.
That's it? These are the case-making pieces of evidence? Huh, I'll be the judge of that. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking crane.
Well, the gunshot. It's the Bad Badger of the other gun.
What's that inside?
Wait. Yeah,
You
what
see
is
that?
that inside?
What's this? It looks like there's something inside the costume head.
Glass from the room.
Hey,
From-
they sparkle. I bet they're really valuable.
Sorry, but they're just pieces of a mirror. But why are they in here?
Broken mirror in the hideout.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh,
The gunshot, maybe?
this bullet hole.
It looks kind of burnt around the edges.
Wait, those burn marks were left by the gunpowder. This is a most important fact,
Why is that?
because it is proof that the victim was shot at point-blank range. Okay,
Maybe the guns?
okay. Could this gun be the actual murder weapon?
No.
Jesus Christ, it's so much evidence. Oh, there.
Well, are those not the most definitive piece of evidence you've ever seen? Yeehaw!
Thank you, Dad. This should be enough to convince even Mr. Edgeworth over there.
Actually, the most definitive piece of evidence was a bullet inside a man's shoulder.
Ow.
Acapella group.
I like the song.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, there are fingerprints on that murderous gun. And they proved that it was Lolly who killed Oliver.
No.
But Oliver was also after Lolly's life. So, Mr. Edgeworth, even if you must see that Lolly was only acting as... Wait. So, Mr. Edgeworth, even you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense.
The fingerprints on the weapon, huh?
Oh no! This isn't helpful at all! Look, Mr. Edgeworth, all I want to do is save Lolly. But in the end, all I can do is watch on as she takes the punishment for her crimes.
That may be all you can do. However, I still have a case to solve and a job to do. The job of unraveling your insidious lie.
Here we go. Okay.
Okay.
You wound me. Why won't you believe me? Even in the face of all this evidence.
Hold it!
Hold it.
Those fingerprints, are you sure they belong to Miss Pops?
Well, there's no mistake about it. But my connections, I had the best forensic techniques money can buy perform.
I find that to be a bit peculiar.
What? Are you trying to pick an argument with me?
What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Yes, I should. Frankly, I don't believe that Miss Pop's prints should be on that gun to begin with. And the reason why Miss Pop's prints should not be on the gun is...
Was the reason she was wearing, one, she threw it into the ocean, second, she was wearing a costume.
I don't know.
One, she was wearing, one, she threw it into the water, second, she was wearing a costume. How would she get fingerprints on it?
Oh yeah!
Plus,
Wait.
it said Lance was... It said,
Oh wait! Why did it take me so long to realize?
So, there should be also Lance's fingerprints.
So wait.
I'm so confused now.
If hence the gun was thrown into the water, the fingerprints would be desegregated. No. Dead, yes. And in terms of the blue badger holding it, why would there be fingerprints of the blue badger?
I'm just wondering what piece of evidence to present. Is it this?
No.
No, there's one that
This?
says Holly was wearing here. Yeah, no, go back. Yeah, see? It shows that she was wearing the blue badger thingy.
That's true. Okay. Take that! It's simply not possible for Miss Pops to have left any prints on the murder weapon. Because while she was at the stadium, Miss Pops was wearing a costume.
Huh? My mic didn't pick up my initial.
If there's no mistake, we found fingerprints.
Well, Miss Pops, do you remember touching the gun at all any time?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I did hold it for a bit in the hideout. I handed it off to Mr. Deadcorn when he left for the haunted house.
To retrieve the ransom money, I suppose. And there you have it. That is when Miss Pop's prints found their way onto the gun. Do you understand now, Mr. Amano? The fingerprints do nothing to prove that Miss Pops is the murderer.
But you still don't have anything to prove that she isn't the killer, right?
You seem very adamant about insisting that your girlfriend is a cold-blooded killer.
Oh, Lance!
No way! I'm incredibly worried about her. But that doesn't change the fact that you don't have any evidence, right?
That's where you're wrong. I have the evidence.
What? How?
The story that Miss Pops killed the victim at the stage in the stadium. The whole affair is simply not true, because that was not the real crime scene, but a setup. This proves that the real murder was not committed at the stadium at all.
It was committed at the...
Point blank.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
I guess that it was in the room where we first started.
Probably. Did we hear a gunshot in the beginning, Julio?
We
No.
did hear...
Okay, never
Oh,
mind.
we didn't?
Oh, whatever. No, but even then, it wasn't in the stage. It wasn't on the stage, because if he were shot from that distance, then there wouldn't be any gunpowder on his costume. Now, my one question is,
Yeah.
how do you
Go for it.
how do you spot gunpowder when it's been thrown into the sea?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I thought they burned it off themselves.
Oh, it was a burn.
honestly.
I think it's like a burn mark, so it's like black, but it's not like ashes.
Ah,
It's just
okay.
Black stains.
I guess.
Take that! Let us take another good look at the costume the victim was wearing. Then, I believe you will see why I insist he was not shot at the stadium. This is the part of the costume that proves it. Right here. Take that. The burn around this bullet hole was made when the victim was shot at point blank range.
So then, you mean the murder Miss Oldbag saw at the stadium really was?
Yes, she saw two people, but they were separated by a distance. If the victim was indeed shot from below the stage, there shouldn't be a gunpowder burn.
Hey, look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants Prosecutor. Since you seem to know all the answers, why don't you tell us where the real crime scene is then?
Lance set me up to look like Mr. Deacon back at the hideout. If that's the case, then the murder must have happened prior to that. And the location where Lance and the victim were at just before I was imprisoned was...
Oh, the shattered mirror! There!
Yeah!
In the, where we first started! Yeah, I was
Got it.
right! Fuck you!
What? I never said you were wrong, Shaw. I never said you were wrong.
No, that one was simply for JPEG. You're
Oh,
okay.
I forgot about something I have today. Crap.
Oh, alright.
Sorry guys, have fun.
It was fun having you.
Bye.
Thanks, Bella. Take care. See
You
ya.
too.
Okay,
Alright.
let's continue.
I've got it. I know the real scene of the murder. The real location in which Mr. Deacon was killed is here.
In the haunted house.
Take that! I think it's not unreasonable to assume that the murder took place in the haunted house.
The haunted house?
Boo. Yes, and I have proof that it is highly likely that the victim was killed here. What proves that the real scene of the crime was the haunted
The
house?
shattered glass.
Indeed. Take that!
Mirror fragments.
These were
Yeah,
inside
but
the
shattered
costume the
glass
victim was
never
wearing.
was.
They're fragments of a mirror.
A mirror, and what does that have to do with anything?
Indeed. You don't exactly expect to find pieces of a mirror inside a costume.
Yeah, that's actually pretty dangerous.
However, there is one place I can think of where there is a plethora of mirror fragments. And that is the haunted house. Lance Amano, I propose that you killed Mr. Deacon with a revolver in the haunted house. After that, you stole the Blue Badger-mobile to move his body to the Wild Wild West area. The timing of when the Blue Badger-mobile was stolen confirms this as a fact.
Father, when can I... Say nothing more. Say nothing
I'm
more.
sorry, Mr. Amano, but I cannot do that.
Not so fast.
Yes, you can.
Be quiet. Yes, please, do something. Stop that boy from speaking any more nonsense. Restamano, correct? I meant you. Now be quiet, Gramps. What the hell? How dare you? How dare you? I don't need words. The only thing I require is evidence. Decisive evidence. And to call these mirror bits decisive is a bit too presumptuous, Mr. Prosecutor.
What?
Sheena, Wasn't there a mirror in the kidnapper's hideout?
Yes, there was a mirror there. A mirror that's for the haunted house.
You see, isn't it possible that fragments got in the costume, stuck in the costume there?
But Agent Lang, there were no fragments on the floor, so the probability is very low.
Not so fast. Probability? Langsley says, on truth's path, the word probability does not exist. The only thing that does is definitive proof. The question, Mr. Prosecutor, is do you have the definitive proof you need?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you?
Do I have solid evidence that proves the murder took place at the haunted house? The answer is no.
What?
See, since you don't have anyway, shut up.
I don't have the evidence yet, but I'm certain that the murder occurred around the time I turned the ransom over. At that time, the only people at the haunted house besides myself were Lance and Mr. Deacon. If I can prove that the murder took place at the haunted house, then I can prove Lance's guilt in connection to the murder.
What now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Agent Lang, I have a special request.
Yeah.
I'd like to prove to you that the scene of the crime was indeed the haunted house.
What in the world are you asking for the doppelganger Phoenix for permission?
Because I don't really have a choice if I want to find the truth.
Alright, permission granted, but you're not to touch a single thing. Got it?
That won't be a problem. All that's important to me is that the truth will be brought to light. It doesn't matter by who or how it's done, as long as it is.
Gina!
I'm here.
Put in the paperwork for the authorization immediately.
Understood. I'll go get the Gatewater group approval. Why can't I do her voice? Just like not working.
Who was that?
Now. Let's hold on for a second. There is no need to obtain approval.
Mr. Amano?
Agent Lang, if you would please take a look at this.
What is this? Gina!
Can you not read?
It's the deed to the haunted house.
The deed?
Read it out loud!
Gatewater Land, Inc. hereby bequests the properly known as the haunted house to Mr. Amano for the lump sum of 1 million, paid in full cash.
What?
Oh, as you see, I am the legal owner of the haunted house.
Are you kidding me? When did you?
I ran into the owner of the park earlier, and we made a deal almost immediately. How quickly things move when you can prepare $1 million in the blink of an eye.
That's 1 million you paid. Don't tell me it was...
Oh, that's right. The disgusting suitcase belongs to you, doesn't it? I don't have any more use for it, so you may have it back now.
No!
You used
Pretty fucking ugly.
the ransom money?
My Lance is a good boy. He even apologized for the kidnapping a bit earlier. So, I do believe that I will forgive him. After all, he did return the ransom money. That's the way things are, so if you would please discuss things with me from now on.
Discuss? What is there to discuss?
Why, permission to enter the haunted house, of course.
While we were busy listening to Lance's story, Mr. Amano was out there preempting us.
Permission to search the haunted house is denied. End of discussion. See ya. Agent Lang, I want you to arrest that girl. And Miles, you should hurry home, my boy, before I really lose my temper.
Mr. Amano definitely has the deck stacked in his favor here. What should I do? If I leave it like this, the truth will be lost forever.
We'll see you guys.
Next
time.
Goodbye.
We need to add variants to that.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Also, I
And
like
we'll see
to add
you
that
next time, guys.
he's not imitating Phoenix.
Next time.
He's imitating Phoenix doppelganger.